It's that moment, the one where everything is supposed to come together perfectly. You're with your partner, the mood is right, the intimacy is flowing, and the anticipation builds, but then something falters. You feel a flicker of doubt, that sinking sense of disappointment as you realize things aren't as firm, as reliable, or as powerful as you want them to be. Sometimes the erection takes too long to appear, sometimes it fades too quickly, and sometimes it doesn't come at all. For millions of men around the world, this experience is a source of deep frustration, self-consciousness, and performance anxiety. And what's the natural first instinct? To look for a quick fix. To jump online and type in desperate searches for a little blue pill, a secret supplement, or some magic potion that promises an instant solution. But here's the truth. Those things at best are temporary patches. They don't solve the underlying problem. They don't restore your confidence in your own body. They just force a short-lived effect. And that's why today I want to take you deeper. I want to show you how to go beyond the band-aids and uncover what an erection truly is, what it takes to achieve one, and what you can do to make it strong, reliable, and natural again. Because when you understand what's really happening in your body, you realize that the secret isn't outside you, it's within you. The good news is that you have more power than you think, and science now shows us that 3 powerful pillars, specific movement, targeted nutrition, and strategic stress control, can completely transform how your body responds. But before we get into the how, let's get clear on the what. An erection is not some mysterious magical trick. It is at its core an elegant feat of hydraulic engineering. Think of it as inflating a balloon or a tire. To make it work, you need 2 simple things: a steady flow of air moving in through the hose, and a valve that holds it inside without leaking. If either of those fails, the balloon collapses. Your body is no different. Instead of air, it's blood, and instead of a balloon, it's erectile tissue. When you're aroused, your brain sends a chemical signal that tells the arteries in the penis to relax and widen, allowing a rush of blood to surge inside. That's the hose filling with air. At the same time, the veins that normally drain blood away are compressed, acting like a valve that locks it in place, creating the firmness and rigidity you need. So if you struggle with erectile issues, in most cases, one of those 2 steps isn't working as it should. Either not enough blood is getting in, or the valve isn't holding it properly. The beauty of this truth is that it takes away the mystery. It's not about luck or age or shame. It's about blood flow, plain and simple. And once you understand that, you can focus on improving the system itself rather than forcing it with drugs. But I also know what you're probably thinking right now. You might be nodding and saying, that makes sense, but building vascular health takes time. Is there anything I can do to see results faster? And the answer is yes. Researchers have recently uncovered a bizarrely simple 7-second home ritual that directly targets one of the hidden root causes of poor circulation. I've arranged for you to see a short, eye-opening video that explains it all. Just point your phone's camera at the QR code on your screen or click the pinned link in the comments below. This powerful discovery can work alongside what I'm about to share with you, accelerating your progress in ways most men never imagined possible. But for long-term results, for a body that is fundamentally healthier, more resilient, and more responsive, we need to go deep. And that brings us to our first foundational pillar, strategic exercise. Now, when I say exercise, I don't just mean hitting the treadmill for 30 minutes or doing a few push-ups. I mean movements that are laser targeted to the very mechanics of your erection. The first is one you've probably heard of but may have overlooked: pelvic floor training. The pelvic floor muscles form a supportive sling at the base of your pelvis. When they're strong, they contract during arousal and clamp down on those veins we talked about earlier, acting like a powerful valve that keeps blood locked in place. When they're weak, the valve leaks and the result is an erection that fades too quickly or never fully firms. The good news: strengthening these muscles is simple, silent, and can be done anywhere. The easiest way to identify them is this. The next time you urinate, try to stop the flow midstream. The muscle you just used is your pelvic floor. To train it, sit or lie comfortably, squeeze that muscle for 5 seconds, then relax for 5. Repeat 10 to 15 times, 2 or 3 times a day. Over time, this invisible workout builds a rock-solid foundation for stronger, longer-lasting erections. But we don't stop there. The second piece of strategic exercise might surprise you: leg training. Movements like squats, lunges, and deadlifts. Why legs? Because when you challenge your largest muscles, you create a huge demand for blood flow in the lower body. This forces your circulatory system to adapt, building bigger, stronger highways of arteries and capillaries that also serve the pelvic region and the penis. You're not just getting stronger legs, you're engineering a body that delivers more blood where it counts. And here's the bonus. Research shows that heavy compound leg exercises also trigger a surge of testosterone production, the master hormone of libido, vitality, and masculine energy. A simple weekly routine of squats and lunges can have ripple effects across your circulation, hormones, and sexual function that you feel in every part of your life. That brings us to the second pillar, targeted nutrition. Just as exercise strengthens the hardware of your body, the right foods upgrade its software, and when it comes to erections, the magic molecule we want is nitric oxide. This is the messenger that tells blood vessels to relax and expand, allowing more blood to flow into the penis quickly and powerfully. Without enough nitric oxide, the brain can send the signal, but the blood vessels simply won't respond. Luckily, nature has given us foods that act as direct fuel for this process. Watermelon and cucumber are two of the best. They're rich in L-citrulline, an amino acid your body converts into L-arginine, which is the direct building block of nitric oxide. A daily slice of watermelon or a cucumber in your salad is a simple way to boost your body's natural erection chemistry. Then we have beetroot, a true superfood for circulation. Beets are packed with dietary nitrates that your body instantly converts into nitric oxide. Drinking beet juice before intimacy has been shown to improve performance by directly flooding the system with what it needs. And finally, citrus fruits like lemons, oranges, and limes. Why citrus? Because nitric oxide doesn't survive long in the body if inflammation is present. Think of inflammation like rust building up inside your pipes, narrowing them and making them brittle. Over time, this is one of the biggest reasons erections weaken with age. Citrus fruits, loaded with vitamin C and antioxidants, fight that rust, keeping your vessels flexible and responsive. Something as simple as starting your day with a glass of warm water and lemon juice can, over time, dramatically improve vascular health. Food isn't just fuel, it's medicine, and by strategically choosing the right foods, you are literally rebuilding the chemistry of your erection. Now the third pillar is the one most men ignore, and yet it might be the most important of all, stress management, because you can have strong pelvic muscles and eat the best foods, but if your mind is working against you, erections will fail. The reason comes down to two hormones, cortisol and adrenaline. Cortisol is your body's main stress hormone. When stress is chronic, whether from work, finances, relationships, or even poor sleep, your body diverts resources to producing more cortisol at the expense of testosterone. This is known as the pregnenolone steal. It literally robs your masculinity to fuel your stress. Then comes adrenaline. When you're anxious, especially about performance, adrenaline surges. And what does adrenaline do? It constricts your blood vessels and diverts blood away from non-essential functions like digestion and, yes, erections, and sends it to your muscles for fight or flight. It is nature's erection killer. This is why performance anxiety becomes a vicious cycle. You worry about whether you'll get an erection, the worry spikes adrenaline, and the adrenaline shuts everything down. So how do we flip this? The first step is sleep. 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep is the single most powerful way to reset cortisol levels and restore testosterone production. The second step is breath work. Just 5 minutes a day of slow, controlled breathing. Inhale through the nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6 tells your nervous system that you are safe, switching off the fight or flight mode and turning on the relaxation response that allows erections to flourish. And the third is joy. Yes, joy, laughter, hobbies, time with loved ones. These are not luxuries. They are biological necessities for a healthy sex life. Every time you protect space for joy, you're lowering stress hormones, raising testosterone, and making your body a more welcoming place for arousal. So there you have it, the 3 non-negotiable pillars for building natural, powerful erections that last: strategic exercise to strengthen the foundation, targeted nutrition to fuel nitric oxide, and stress mastery to get your mind working with your body instead of against it. None of these are quick fixes, and yet together they create something far more valuable, a permanent upgrade to your body's natural systems. This is about becoming healthier, more resilient, and more powerful from the inside out. It's about taking back control of your masculinity, your confidence, and your intimacy. And you are not alone. Thousands of men are walking this path, transforming their health, their relationships, and their lives. The only question is, are you ready to start? If you are, tell me in the comments below, what's the first step you're going to take this week? Maybe it's adding beets to your meals, maybe it's practicing those pelvic floor exercises, or maybe it's committing to better sleep. Whatever it is, declare, because when you take that first step, momentum builds and change begins. Let's build a community of men who are reclaiming their power. Thank you for watching, and remember, your best days are not behind you. They are waiting to be unlocked, and the key is already in your hand.